に合わせて叫べ勝利の雄たけびを秘密戦隊ゴレムニジャー
Chapter 19, Muscles of Fury. Author's note, no time travel as of this time. Hee hee. I just wanted to wrap up on Cole a little bit with this muscular episode for the ladies. However, I have to be careful before he takes over the spotlight and destroys the plot. But after this, he'll be shelved for some time, unless he's really needed. Cole is a prop character, not a mainline runner.
What?
Cole is a prop character, not a mainline runner. Everyone so far has been a goddamn prop in this story. Either to ship someone, or to bash someone, or to just be there for the sake of being there. In Cole's dream, he envisioned himself with Sakara in a fancy restaurant with some nice music and all. Cole, I'm glad I finally decided to accept your proposal. It can't be denied you can be kind of unrefined considering your background, but to be honest, you're pretty much a gentleman after all, said Sakara. Thanks, Sakara, you're the best, said Cole, pouring some red wine, able to control his strength and not breaking it. They were eating a decent meal together. Jasmine can be seen in his dream doing a thumbs up to both of them. I don't regret this, Cole. You're the best, said Sakara. Oh, when the battle is over, I will be your wife, and maybe I'll stay in your world, or you can stay here. Let's arrange what we can do together. I believe having you as my boyfriend is the best thing to ever happen to me. Really? Thanks, said Cole. But only after I set things right back from where I come from. I'll cross all reality to marry you. Then the dream shifted in itself to where he and Sakara are finally married in the Super Sentai universe, with Jasmine as the maid of honor. Then it quickly shifts to the scenario where both of them are starting a life together as husband and wife in the Power Rangers world. Showing instead of telling at its finest. Cole awoke from his dream of dating Sakara in a restaurant, realizing that he had just fully recovered all too soon, and that his dream may be nothing more than a delusion since she turned him down to be his girlfriend. Bummer, how I wish the dream I had was real. Sakara, is that all what's in my head right now? Said Cole. He looked at his muscular chest as the bandages fell off, revealing no wounds and no scars. He unwrapped the bandages to reveal his wounds and scars are gone too. He decided to take himself for a body checkup. He went to the clinic where Mikoto was waiting for him. Oh my, I don't think I'm so human after all. You know, when I hear the words, Cole is not exactly human, I think of this character, not this character. I better have myself examined, said Cole. Cole finally entered the clinic. Mikoto was more than willing to examine him. Dr. Nakadai, I hope you can help me find out what's really going on with me. I would like a thorough body scan. I feel like I'm not human anymore, said Cole. Sure thing, Cole, said Mikoto. Well, kindly take off your clothes, save your underwear so we can run a full body scan. Cole was finally put into the body examination. His body signs were anything but normal, which was revealed that his healing was accelerated. He had higher stamina than the others, and whether or not he was superhuman. He laid down his body on the bed where he was going to be examined. An hour later, results did come. Cole was now going to see the results of his physical tests. So what are the results, doctor? Asked Cole, who was still only in his underwear. Cole, I found out that your body isn't quite normal. Your immune system is stronger than the rest. Also, you have almost zero body fat. Your muscles are tougher than usual, which explains why you easily got out of that injury and all. Your appetite is stimulated by your superhuman physique. I guess that explains why I was chosen by Akared to be one with him, said Cole. Perhaps. I would also like to mention the fact that people talk great about you, look up to you. Somehow your arrival here was no mere coincidence, said Cole. Somewhere, Billy and Ranu Izuki were discussing over Cole's results. Tommy told me his incredible power and all. I'm not surprised by his test results, said Billy. There's no doubt that such a power has caused him to become the hero that strengthens us, said Ranu Izuki. But there's that person named Akared, said Billy. He's a spiritual entity. If he chose some other ranger, he would not be able to have that person become Red Conqueror, but Cole can handle all that power, said Ranu Itsuki. Cole got out of his testing, placed his clothes back on, and had a talk with Andros, who had joined the Alliance, hoping to crush the Second United Alliance of Evil. Andros, I just can't forget the events of Forever Red, said Cole. One thing's for sure, you were amazing to have single-handedly defeated Serpentera. Now I can believe you have the power of 34 Red Rangers from this world, knowing that you're in fact a very strong individual. I don't know what's wrong with our timeline to cause us to land from 2005 of our world to the 2011 of this world. I guess that's to do with the United Alliance of Evils bringing previous villains back to life. Me too, said Cole. Besides, I don't feel so normal anymore, especially surviving being swatted by a giant monster just like that. On the other hand, I was wondering how we can all work together to defeat the latest incarnation of the United Alliance of Evil. The Directress has told me herself these villains escaped from the Netherworld, and anything entered there, if they were ever revived, come back as a hopeless cause of evil, said Andros. Then how do you explain Mikoto coming back to life and being able to be good again? Let's just keep our hopes up, brother, that we can defeat them once again, said Carone. Cole walked across the hallway. He was then met by Jasmine, who was pretty disappointed in her matchmaking failure. I heard Sakara turn your proposal down. I'm sorry, but I thought you two would make a great couple, said Jasmine. I can't force her to love me, Jasmine, said Cole. I like her and even want to marry her when the battle is over and all, but it's just plain wrong to force her to love me. Neither can I, Cole. I feel sorry for her, falling for a guy who's oblivious to her. I do hope you can do your best to win her. In fact, I think you're far better than Satoru for being so open of how you feel. You've shown so much kindness to her in return. Don't give up on her, Cole. You deserve a girl like her. You're probably the best knight in shining armor of all time, said Jasmine, who walked away. I understand, said Cole. Hoka, who was madly in love with him for the moment, was upset to hear those words. Cole, I wonder what's so great about Sakura you're not a bit attracted to me, said Hoka. Then Cole can be seen looking at the Gao Ranger team in the lobby, now complete. Sai Tagia and Shirogane had arrived as well with Kakeru. Sai Tagia and Shirogane had arrived together as of recent. Looks like now we can fight by your side once more, said Shirogane. I'm glad that while we didn't get to travel together before, we can now, Shirogane, said Sai Tagia. I hope we can too, said Shirogane. I certainly miss my friends. I wonder if they will be joining me soon here, said Cole, as he remembered the happy times he spent with the others. He also realized that what if his very motivation, Sakura, could also be the reason why he'll fall later. Cole then decided to mingle with them in hopes of making some new friends. So you're who they say is the legendary Cole, said Shirogane. I'm him, but not legendary, said Cole. But you are indeed, said Gakuwasho. Cole then decided to have a match with Soto Yushigomi. He had won so easily. So you are legendary Cole, said Sotaru, holding his arm. At the United Alliance of Evil headquarters, Radiguet is still thinking of his time travel schemes and a current black market deal. Umbrella was out there chasing to capture a dangerous xenomorphous queen to sell to the Gormza for the next episode. On the other hand, Trakina had cloned Cole, and the time for the clone's maturity was now. I don't care what you say, Trakina. This clone Cole won't do any good if he can't transform into Red Conqueror. Cole needs Aka Red to become Red Conqueror. Without that guy, he's nothing more than a muscle-heavy buffoon, said Radiguet. I can agree to that, said Yaiba of Darkness. But I have other plans, said Trakina. Gaija and Akumaro Shirano are here to help. Gaija began to utter some mystical gibberish, and Akumaro Shirano began to do rituals, giving the clones some memories of his own, like a monster of the week would. The culture's tank water was lowered down, and Cole was given the name Triple Kill. But compared to Cole, he had the facial features of Ducker from Power Rangers Samurai. He was also dressed in a dark assassin suit. I live to serve you, master, said Triple Kill. Very well then. Looks like we can start sending our assassin to start causing trouble around the city of Tokyo, said Tao Zanto. Good suggestion, said Tao Zanto, said Radiguet. Maybe I can get him to replace Tranza and Mikoto at once, said Radiguet. The wicked assassin Triple Kill was intended to be the replacement for Mikoto. He was starting to knock people down and kill them without mercy. Reports of his incidents had reached the new sky base. Takeru Shiba and Mako spotted him immediately. They were down there in Tokyo buying stuff they needed for supplies of the new sky base. Whoa, that assassin looks like Cole except for the facial hair and dress code, said Takeru Shiba in shock. I am Triple Kill. From this day forward, I am Mikoto's replacement, said Triple Kill with a sinister smile on his face. I sense so much Gido energy from that guy, said Takeru Shiba. Me too, said Mako. Now it is time to really see what you are made of with your fists, said Triple Kill. Then let's see what you can do, said Takeru Shiba. You asked for it, said Triple Kill. The two clashed swords, only to realize he was facing what could be the most dangerous Jesalt of power. Triple Kill was showing his powers like never before. What the? Don't tell me this guy is a clone of Cole, said Takeru Shiba as he was outmatched. Indeed I am, said Triple Kill. The two clashed. Takeru Shiba was bathed in Mojikara energy, fighting with him. However, he was just no match, even when he was Shinken Red. Triple Kill revealed his awesome power against Shinken Red. Takeru, stop it, said Mako, who rushed into battle as Shinken Pink. Triple Kill showed his jerkiness to women by hitting Shinken Pink, causing Shinken Red to be enraged. You have no respect for women, said Shinken Red. Well, I finish my opponents as I like, said Triple Kill. Meanwhile, at the new sky base, Cole was training really hard with his fists, hoping to achieve his maximum potential and get over Sakara if he has to. Just then, Akare teleported him down from the space station to where his clone was. Takeru, Mako, said Cole. Cole, you're suddenly here, said Takeru Shiba.